Hello and welcome to episode 138 of the Daily Sales Message, where each and every single day for at least the last 138 days in a row now, I provide you with a piece of simple and actionable advice. And actionable is the key there. It's designed to help you feel more confident and sell more stuff. Today, we're talking about that. Silence. But silence doesn't have to be uncomfortable, but it can definitely be powerful when it comes to selling. Now, I don't encourage people to put their buyers into that awkward position where you're trying to bully somebody or manipulate them. But there's one particular way you can use silence to actually help you when you're selling, so you don't end up backtracking or talking too much. What are you going on about, James? Let me tell you. So, when you're talking about the price, there is this awkward moment where you say, well, that's going to be £16,000. And you're waiting for the response of your buyer. So at that point, you might then say, but blah, 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 blah. And you might talk or do something to make yourself feel better about the price because you feel weird about it. Often people feel weird talking about the price. The alternative I've got, and in this episode of the Daily Sales Message, we have a prop on hand. The alternative is this. So the price is £16,000. And I actually took a sip of coffee there to make that as long as possible. But notice how there is a silence, but it's not awkward. Because it's not out of the ordinary to expect somebody to take a sip of a drink, is it? But that sip of a drink can save you from saying, but, or undoing your good work. So the message for today, the moral of the story today, is to not be afraid of silence. And I'm deliberately peppering kind of bigger gaps in when I'm speaking, say, than usually when I'm just machine gunning the words I talk about. But not to be afraid of silence. We don't want to use it as a weapon to bully people. Absolutely not. That's not what I'm talking about. However, we do want to use it to stop ourselves talking ourselves out or in and back out of things because we talk too much, because we're nervous and we're not sure. So, for the price in particular, next time you talk to somebody about the price, have a drink on hand. Take a sip from the drink. Don't pretend to take a sip from an empty cup. That wouldn't really work, would it? So take a sip of a real drink, nice slow sip, and just see what happens. You'll feel more relaxed. Ideally, I was going to say ironically, that doesn't make sense. Ideally, the person you're talking to is then going to fill in the gap with, that sounds great, or not sure, or whatever. But at least you're not going to be undoing your good work and talking yourself out of the deal. So use silence more often when you're selling. Now, in tomorrow's episode, and I have to check my notes here. Tomorrow's episode, we're talking about something that you should definitely say pretty much every sales interaction with a buyer. I recommend it. Some people don't say it, and it's an issue. People that do say it, I find, do well. You have to tune in tomorrow to find out exactly what that is in episode 139. In the meantime, thank you very much for listening or watching the Daily Sales Message. I appreciate each and every one of you and the lovely emails and DMs and things that I get from you guys. If we're not already connected on LinkedIn, then that's the best place to find me. So hop on over, James Newell, Clear Sales Message. Connect with me there. Send me a DM. Let me know what you like about the Clear Sales Message, about the Daily Sales Message, about my amazing editing skills. And I look forward to seeing you in tomorrow's episode.